and now I'm in Thessaloniki. So if you watched last week's video, you know that I was coming here, not going straight back to Athens. And it was actually a good thing that I left Veria when I did, because it started to rain pretty hard most of the drive here. And it would not have been nice to be trying to go see flowers in the rain. I have been to Thessaloniki before, not at this time of year, and there are a few things I didn't get to do that I'm going to try to do, although I'm kind of on a limited time schedule. I'm only here till Wednesday morning. It's Sunday afternoon, and I have to work tomorrow. And I'm going to try to go get on the bus now to try to go do one of those things. Almost there, but I had to stop and look at this amazing wall. It's looks like it's part of the house that it's by, but I'm not sure if it is, because they have like a wall and a gate on this side. That's amazing. But let's continue on. But isn't this a nice little, like, I guess it's a square with all this green space, and there are stores over there, although it's Sunday, so a lot of stuff is not open. That's okay. This is because it's Sunday. But the reason why I needed to immediately come here is because in the winter, a lot of the archaeological sites close at 3:30. This is what I'm going to see. It's the rotunda. It was built by the Romans, they think, around 300 BC. Can you imagine this being your apartment and this being your view? Would love that. I finally found the entrance. The bus dropped me on the back side, but that's okay. Here we are. They said that the walls are like 6.3 meters thick, making it comparable to the Pantheon in Rome, which makes sense. It has that feel to it. It's not open like the Pantheon is to the outside, but has that same sort of circular feel with the niches. And also we have a minaret here, so yes, during the Ottoman occupation it was turned into a mosque, and again, that's why the frescoes have been covered and uncovered and been damaged in the process. I wanted to give you a little room and hotel tour while I talk about today's sponsor of the video, Plannin. Plannin is a hotel and experiences booking website in which you can receive up to 40% off when you join using my link in the description or the QR code that's coming up on the screen now. The great thing about Plannin is you can follow your favorite content creators like me and others to see what hotels and experiences they recommend, just like this Hotel Luxembourg in Thessaloniki. When you sign up for Plannin with the link in my description or with the QR code, you will be entered to win a $100 credit with Plannin when you sign up. This contest will run a month from the publishing of this video. Thanks so much to Plannin for sponsoring this video, and I hope that you guys will consider booking one of your future trips with Plannin, and definitely checking out all of my hotel recommendations on their website. I'm walking to go to have lunch, and I've walked past this before. These are the old hammam baths, which unfortunately are not open. I did look in the window just to see inside, so they're not in bad shape. So I don't know why they're not open. It's a very cool looking building though. And there's not even a sign. I only know that it's this because when I was here last time, the tour guide told us. So there's no sign. Everything is locked. So it is what it is, I guess. I'm here to the Agora Modiano? Not sure. Anyway, I'm hoping to get something to eat in here as well as just walk around. And oh, it looks like a lot of it's closed because it's Sunday. Well, maybe I can come back tomorrow evening, but I definitely need to get lunch. I definitely don't want a cheeseburger. I like that they have plenty of places for you to sit and eat your thing. I did see an Italian panini place when I came in, so I may get that because that sounds really good. I got the tartufo, which is salami, truffle mayonnaise, I forget the cheese, and caramelized onions. So, and they put the bread in the oven before they gave it to me, so it will be great. I'm in the metro. This particular station has a lot of artifacts in it. Of course, just like in Athens, when they dig these, they find lots of things. So I'm gonna walk around and look at that. Then I'm gonna get on the metro. This is really great. They've even built like platforms around it so you can walk around it. You don't even have to get your ticket yet. You can just come in and see this. I wish there was a sign though. I see one over there, but I don't think you're allowed to go in there, so I can't go look at the sign, but oh, it's got the scary glass floors. Oh, they have like this 3D interactive. Oh, that's very cool. You can walk through it virtually. All the way down. I would say it's about the length of an American football field. Found a sign. Oh, is it only in Greek? No. Okay. The screen also has some information on it. Basically, what we're looking at is the ancient street. And they've kind of been able to figure out what things are. And they made sure that when they were digging the tunnels for the train, that it was dug below this layer. So that way all of this was preserved. So they obviously did some excavations first to see what they were going to be digging for and around. I hate these glass things. That's why I'm walking slow, but wow. This is spectacular. It reminds me of a lot of the more modern subways, like in Doha, where you can't like get onto the platform because they have this barricade, which is good. It's safer that way. I'm now at Hagia Sophia station, and they have a great display of looks like pottery, and oh, that's interesting. It's from Hellenistic all the way to the modern times. And yes, I am just riding the metro to see what the metro stations look like. That was part of my plan when coming here. I was like, oh, I can go see the new metro. Oh my gosh, we have more amazing stuff here. I have to show you this. Look at all of this. Wow. And it's like they've just uncovered the entire old city. I know it's not really, but it feels that way. And there is a sign. So this section that we're looking at, they think is a square, and that's where the columns are, and then there would have been shops later around it. So that's the bottoms of the buildings that you're seeing. Across the street on the other side, there are these columns that I saw last time because they were almost finished when I was here last time. It's also part of a square. And we have a really great sign here that explains everything, what you're seeing. So there were two squares. So this was where it was across the street here. So, and this is just part of it, is what you're seeing. This is Strivivani station, and they found a cemetery. It says, according to the sign. There's just two display cases inside the station. I'm not going to go out and look. I'm going to ride to the next stop, which is Panepistimiou, because that's where I was earlier, but I took the bus because it dropped me off closer. These are all sarcophagi from 100 to 300 AD. They seem kind of small. So far, there doesn't seem to be anything at Panepistimiou, at least underground. Go up and see. Unfortunately not. It's just the university. So, I'm going to go back to my hotel now, which means, of course, I'm going to ride it back. I am trying to get a seat at the front of the train because it's driverless, so you can see the tracks in front of you. So far, it's been packed up there. It's like everybody wants to see it because it's cool. I mean, I've been able to see it, but I would like to sit up at the very front.
Επόμενος σταθμός, Συντριβάνι. Next station, Συντριβάνι.
I am back where I started. This is near my hotel. So I wanted to let you know that the ticket, like per ride, is 60 cents. And I think that's a 90-minute ticket. So you can use it as many times as you need to in 90 minutes, which is what I was able to do. There is also a day ticket, so you can use it as many times as you need to for the day. It's $2.50. I'm sure it's like 24 hours. If you're going to be here for more than a day and you think you're going to use the metro a lot, there's the 10+1 ticket, which is €5.80. Keep in mind that each person needs their own ticket. You can't like use it and hand it back to the next person. It doesn't let you do that. Cool thing is this station and the next station, Hagia Sophia, you don't need a ticket to see the stuff. Here it's before the ticket station, and at Hagia Sophia it's above ground. I don't know when, but eventually the metro here will go to the airport. Maybe a few years though, not sure. Good morning, guys. I wanted to talk a little bit about the fact that I'm working on this trip. So what I don't show you a lot of times is that when I'm traveling, especially in Greece, I am also continuing to work. That's how I'm able to do this. Fortunately, I have a remote job, so it's not a big deal. I do sometimes let my boss know if I think my connection may not be great, or if my schedule is going to change, like this week. Like I'm working different days because tomorrow's Independence Day here in Greece, so I thought I would take the day off and go to the parade. So that's totally fine. But I don't want this mystery of that Tiffany travels all the time and that she doesn't work. Like I do work, and I do try to work when I'm away, so that way I'm not losing money, because I'm just, even though I'm an employee, I'm an hourly employee, so I need to work to get paid so that I can keep traveling. But don't worry, I am going to go out for dinner tonight, so I'll take you along with me. And then tomorrow, we're going to go to the parade. I've never been to any of the celebrations up here in Thessaloniki for the parade, so either March 25th or October 28th. I thought since I was coming up to go to Veria and the timing worked out that I would just stay and see the parade here and see a little bit more of Thessaloniki, because I've only been here once and I feel like I really haven't spent enough time here considering it's the second largest city in Greece. Work's over. I also had my Greek lesson and I'm now out to dinner. I came to this place when I came to Thessaloniki before. It's called Mater and Margarita, and it was amazing. Like every single piece of thing we had was spectacular. So I had to come back. Of course, I can't sample all the plates like I did last time because I was here with a big group on a press tour, and basically we ordered like one of everything and tried everything. So not doing that tonight, just ordering one thing. I got homemade ravioli with, I think it was beef and goat, something like that. I'm sure it'll be amazing. And I have a glass of wine. It is a Zino Magro, which is what I had last week in Veria. they make it in the Nausa region. So it was really good. It was really dry, and I really liked that. Here it is. It always looks like art. Like, it looks like every little piece is placed. And the tiny little mushrooms and the bread they serve is amazing, and it comes with olive oil and salt. So, and the wine is excellent. I might be getting a second glass. I decided to do what most of the locals do, is go for a walk along the waterfront. Probably walk down to Aristotle Square and then go back to my hotel room. I have arrived. It's different from when I was here last time because it was Christmas when I was here last time, so there was a tree and everything. Now it's just this nice big open square, and it kind of goes all the way up as well. And there are apartments and hotels and restaurants all the way up. It's really nice. I noticed this fruit stall over here by the square, and I thought I'd come in, and you know, they have all the regular stuff, but then they have like stuff that you don't see in Greece, like I think that's a durian, and that's probably why it's all covered, because it smells terrible supposedly. And you have whatever that is. I have never seen that before in my life, that brown one. They have dragon fruit, normal. I see those sometimes at the Laiki, but then they also have the yellow dragon fruit. And then there's stuff in here that I've never even seen before. I don't know what that is. What is that? It says pepino. I don't know. I kind of want to buy it and try it. They had a golden mango. I mean, they have all the regular stuff too. Avocados, apples, oranges, strawberries. They have all this fancy juice. It's all super expensive though. Kalimera and Chronopola. It is Greece Independence Day today. I am walking down on the waterfront to where the parade is supposed to take place. It's supposed to start around 11. It's 9:40 now. Probably going to take me 20 minutes at least to walk down there, so hopefully I'm not getting there too late. I see a lot of people walking that way, so I'm going to try to not go too slow. I've made it all the way to the White Tower. It's really nice out. I've been really warm in my hotel, and so I'm wearing short sleeves. Everybody else has got jackets on. It's not that cool. It's like 14 degrees and it's humid, so it feels warmer than that. It rained. It was raining this morning when I woke up, and you can see that it's been raining. This is a statue of Alexander the Great. It's an amazing statue. And somebody's laid a wreath, probably for Independence Day. I have made it down to the umbrella art, which when I was here before I didn't get to see. So this is nice. And the other thing is all along in the walk, besides the Alexander the Great statue, there are other pieces of art. So you could really kind of walk down and look at all the sculptures. I love this, that there's this walk in the front of Thessaloniki is so nice. And despite the fact that it's kind of rainy, people are out walking, a lot of dogs. It's about 10:45, and I walked further than I thought I would because there wasn't really anyone down near the what I would call either the beginning or the end. I'm not sure which end it starts and ends at, but it's not like in Athens where you need to get here early and there are tons of people. Don't know why. I mean, there are more people coming, but either I'm too early or it's just not as big of a deal here. They started playing music. I'm not sure if it's recorded or not, but I'm getting closer, I think, to starting. It's like 11:20, so, you know, typical Greek fashion. And of course, I read conflicting reports about the time. 11 is what the hotel told me. He said around 11, so, and people have started to show up in the last, like, 10, 15 minutes, so I feel like we're getting closer. We have finally started, and now it's starting to rain, which is kind of a shame. Two very nice Greek women who were speaking with me and explaining what was happening. That was really nice. They said it's a little bit smaller this year. They're not sure why so many people didn't come, but maybe because of the rain. Fortunately, it has kind of let up. These poor kids are having to walk in the rain. And it did start at 12:15. Well, it started after 12:15, so my hotel was wrong. So my legs are really starting to hurt, and we had a lot to go. So I'm gonna walk further down to get closer to like the end and see if I can't find a bathroom, maybe a coffee shop so I can sit for a minute. I'm at a place that my Greek teacher recommended to me because he's from Thessaloniki. I can't pronounce it, but I showed it the menu to you, and they had a special menu for Lent. So I got shrimp with pasta, and they have an amazing wine selection. Some of my favorite reds here in Greece they have. If you wanted to take the metro to that restaurant and the Rotunda, it's actually Sintronvani, not Panepistimiou. I was wrong. But I'm getting on the metro to go back to my hotel because it's kind of gotten colder and rainier. You can see I finally got a seat in the front, but you can't see. See if I can get closer to the window.
Επόμενος σταθμός, Βενιζέλου. Next station, Βενιζέλου.
Well, when I got back to my room, I had a phone call I had to take. And after that, I realized my legs hurt and my feet were swollen from standing, I think, for so long to watch the parade. And I decided to stay in. I ordered delivery. And my flight is not super early, but it's at 9, so I need to get to bed early. So I didn't go out. I have been to Thessaloniki before, so I didn't feel like I needed to do all the things. If you want to see that video, I will link it in the description box below. Good morning from the airport. It's time to go back to Athens. That's it for this adventure. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.